Good morning, Can-Do teammates. Colonel Wiederholt here with Chief Gomez. You know, Chief, this is the time of year where we all look forward to enjoying the Air Force Ball. It's an event that marks the Air Force's birthday, and this year it's the 73rd birthday of our service. You know, as we continue to win the fight against COVID, we still wanted to celebrate our history, camaraderie, and maybe have a little fun. So in lieu of the Air Force Ball, today we're kicking off Spirit Week. It's going to be a series of events that allow us all to maybe learn something new, a little bit more our heritage and those that came before us, to foster our can-do heritage into the future. Chief?
Yeah, today's events will examine and celebrate our history. Video presentations put together by each of our squadrons that tells us something about the unique history of each of our units and their insignia, their patch, and their sleeves. On Wednesday, we'll work on our physical health, starting with a 5K race, followed by a friendly fitness competition and a wing golf tournament, sir.
You know, I really like golf, so I'm pretty excited about that. Okay. Friday, which happens to be the 18th and the birthday of the Air Force, we're going to celebrate. And expect the leadership team and myself to come around to each of your units to say hello. We look forward to seeing the different ways that our units choose to celebrate their Air Force spirit. With that, have a great can-do day. On behalf of Chief Gomez and myself, happy birthday, Air Force.
Resiliency is a hallmark of our service, and the can-do spirit is in the very DNA of our unit's proud history. This year marks the 26th anniversary of the 305th Air Mobility Wing's arrival in 1994 at what was then McGuire Air Force Base. The wing's long and storied history began much earlier than that, however. And if you look around the wing headquarters and notice the images of World War II B-17 flying fortresses, these are the touchstones to our unit's legacy and our forebears in the 305th Bombardment Group Heavy. This unit was created during the earliest days of that conflict, soon after the attack on Pearl Harbor. After being activated on the 1st of March 1942, the 305th Bomb Group trained to take part in the great air battles in the skies over Europe. Under the steady hand of then Colonel Curtis E. LeMay, the 305th perfected the techniques and tactics needed to turn daylight precision bombing from theory into reality. This past May, we celebrated the 75th anniversary of the defeat over Nazi Germany. In securing this victory, the 305th flew 480 missions in over 9,000 sorties and dropped over 22,000 tons of bombs on the enemy. The group was awarded 2 Distinguished Unit Citations for its performance in combat, and 2 of its members, First Lieutenant William R. Lawley Jr. and First Lieutenant Edward S. Michael, received the nation's highest award, the Medal of Honor. The cost in planes and personnel was high, and the 305th, as a group, lost 168 B-17s and over 769 killed in action, not to mention those airmen who were wounded or taken prisoner. Soon after the end of World War II, the 305th Bomb Group, like so many other units across our nation's armed forces, faced the drawdown which followed that worldwide conflict. The onset of the Cold War to deter global communism and the missions assigned the newly independent Air Force in 1947, however, led to its rebirth. As the Air Force took over and took on the nuclear delivery mission, the 305th Bombardment Wing was activated on the 2nd of January 1951 at MacDill Air Force Base in Florida. In the activation of new SAC wings from the old World War II bomb groups, LeMay directed, "I don't care which groups you reactivate, just as long as the 305th is the first." From World War II to today's overseas contingency operations, the can-do wing and its forebears have been at the forefront in defeating our nation's enemies, delivering hope through humanitarian supplies to those in need, and keeping America safe. As the COVID-19 pandemic has shown, our aircrew, maintainers, port dogs, and support agencies can accomplish the mission with minimum manning and while working remotely. Our can-do motto comes from the earliest days of the 305th Bomb Group, and then Colonel LeMay. I think General LeMay, if he were here today, would be justifiably proud of the legacy you continue to build in the 305th Air Mobility Wing every day. I am proud to be a member of the Can-Do Wing and look forward to hearing and learning about your squadron's histories and your amazing accomplishments.